Welcome to the channel, folks. Welcome back if you've been here before. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request, and I'm curious about this one because I don't know a lot of Barbara Mandrell's music. I didn't listen to it growing up, but of course when you're growing up, you listen to the radio in the car and your parents are taking you wherever and you listen to their music and you hear songs. So maybe I know it, but Barbara Mandrell's If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. And it's a gift from Montauk Ed. So Montauk Ed, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for this. Ed, I think you finally got your username straightened out. I think they put like a 17 after it or something like that. You might even be able to get rid of that, the 17, if you wanted to. Maybe that's purposeful. I think I saw that number in there. But people can set their own screen name. It takes a day or two sometimes to populate. But anyway, this song, I didn't know it was a Barbara Mandrell song. Because I remember another version. And originally I thought it might have been like the Isley Brothers or something like that, but it was Luther Ingram. I looked it up. So I don't know if it's the same song, just different artist. Was Luther's a cover of Barbara's song, or did Barbara cover Luther's, or did this actually precede both of them? I don't know, but I'm sure after I post this, I'll find out because a lot of you guys will know. Yeah, I've done two other Barbara songs, so let's see what she's got here. That bass brings you in.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If being right means living without you, I'd rather live wrong than right.
Same
My mama
song.
and daddy say it's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. But as long as I got you by my side, I don't care what my people say.
Alright.
My friends tell me there's no future in loving a married man. If I can't see you when I want, I'll see you when I can.
This is so typical of when you hear a song as a kid and you don't hear all the lyrics, you don't process it, you don't know what they mean, you just pick out one little piece of the song. And I remember If Loving You's Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. I didn't know it was about loving a married dude. I had no idea. Oh, Jesus. All right, now I'm going to hear this song through adult ears.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you, knowing you got a wife and two little children depending on you too?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of your touch, knowing you got someone else at home who needs you just as much?
More.
Am I wrong to give my love to a married man?
Yes.
Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be
So, is Barbara trying to cross over with this?
Am I wrong to give my love to a married man?
You are.
Am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right if it means living without you. I don't want to be right if it means sleeping alone at night. I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, no, I don't want to be right.
I love that lyric, whoever came up with that. If, it's a conditional, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That's such a great hook. Just lyrically is a great hook. But this is one of these things where I think was it Mark Twain who said, it's easier to stay out than to get out. And that's where, like, you see that ring on the finger, or you know they're married, then you stay out. You don't allow yourself the luxury of imagining. Even if you like that person, it's like, no, that's off the table because it's going to get way too complex, way too messy when they're married. And yeah, I mean, like when you're in the dating pool and stuff, I get, like college or after, and, you're finding your way in the world, and you might make a play for a girl or a guy if they're in a relationship. You might try to lure them away because their marriage is like done. Okay, guys, off the market. Leave me alone. Leave her alone. Leave him, whatever. But married with kids, yeah, loving them. All right, thinking about them? No, that's not wrong. I mean, there's other people we think about. I mean, I'm not one who, look what you're doing to me already, Ed. I love you for this, man. You got me all up and running. Like, we've all got people who believe like there's a soulmate, one soulmate out there in the world waiting for you, or folks who are spiritually or religiously minded think that God has got that one person somewhere out there in the world that's going to be the perfect fit for you. I'm not of that school. I think that we can get along with a lot of people. And when I say a lot, I don't mean like there are a million, if you're a dude, there are a million women out there that are just right for you. I'm not of that school because I don't agree with that either, because relationships are very hard. But I think that there's more than one person that meets whatever the chemistry is and the needs and wants, desires, preferences that we have that would work. And sometimes we might rule somebody out initially for some reason. And then, but you spend time with them and you find out, oh my God, I really like that person or love that person or whatever. But there are some non-starters. And when somebody's married, fine. Are you going to think about them? Maybe, but it's like that expression. It's okay to entertain thoughts. Just don't let those thoughts entertain you. And yeah, I mean, going after a guy who's married with kids, or a guy going after a woman married with kids, it's just, I don't know, that's part of our social contract. That's what we say. Like, I'm married, I'm committing to you, I stay there. All right, so yeah, now I'm even more curious now because this did have a lot of the feel of, this was like less country than like R&B or Motown. Even though she's white, Motown's predominantly black, as we know, but very similar to Luther's song, although this one is being told from the woman's side. Now, Luther's song, is that told from the dude's side? I imagine it would be, but it's kind of generic, though. So I guess the lyrics, I don't even think the lyrics would need to be changed, and either gender could sing it. So, all right, man. Yeah, this wasn't explicitly or exclusively country, even though Barbara, but some artists, they can weave in and out, and maybe the label wanted to push her in a different direction, and she went with it, and she sang it well. All right, I'm going to rate the song, and the number that popped into my head is an 8.8. Yeah, and maybe it's because the song that I knew, I don't know when this came out, but the song I knew was Luther's, and I'm not necessarily comparing it to that. I'm just saying, I've always thought that that was a nice song, and Barbara, it's a nice song, and it's one that obviously gets you thinking, and I love that lyric. So 8.8 popped into my head, and the instrumentation was nice. The bass line came in heavy, and I like that. It just sort of pulled you right in. So, all right, you can thank Montauk Ed for that one. The day before Valentine's Day, this is the song I'm doing. I have a couple lined up already for tomorrow too, folks. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.